you need to be making excuses for putting DeVonta Smith in your starting lineup. Like, he's the wide receiver 9 in fantasy points this year and has had 8 or more targets in every game since week 10. And he's had 3 of his last 4 games finished with at least 100 receiving yards. He has 4 touchdowns over the last 4 games, and he's finished as wide receiver 17 or better each of the last 4 games. And he finished as the wide receiver 2 this past week against Dallas, 8 for 113, 2 touchdowns. They absolutely crushed the Dallas secondary. And I don't understand why DeVonta Smith is not like a more of a mid-pack wide receiver 1 than the back end wide receiver 1 or even high end wide receiver 2 that he's being drafted. He's wide receiver 12 right now on Sleeper. He's the wide receiver 15 on Fantasy Pros. I don't understand why you're hating on the wide receiver 3 in receiving yards over the last 4 games. It's Justin Jefferson, it's AJ Brown, and it's DeVonta Smith over the last 3 games. So DeVonta Smith is a player that you need to be in on in drafting and putting in DFS and all that. Like, the New Orleans Saints just gave up a 6 for 72 on 10 target game to Amari Cooper in negative 18-degree wind chill and 30-mile-an-hour wind weather. Yeah, DeVonta Smith is still going to crush. You play him with confidence. If you like the content and you find it helpful, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. His over-under is 4.5 receptions. He hasn't hit the under on that since week 12. And same thing with the yardage, 56.5 receiving yards. He hasn't hit the under on that since week 12 against Green Bay as well, when he got the Jair Alexander treatment and finishes the wide receiver 60, only finished 4 for 50 against the Packers that week. You're firing up DeVonta Smith comfortably as a wide receiver 1. Let's not get cute.